Alright, here we are. The new set came out, and I'm going to try some new cards. I don't have a lot of them. I am a free-to-play account, and I only got one mythic, so I crafted two God Eternal Kefnets, Dovin's Veto, just mainly to replace Negate, and I have a bajillion uncommon wild cards. I brought in the Unmoored Ego again because I played against Nexus of Fate like 5 times in a row today. And in the sideboard, there's Teo, because I think it's pretty good against mono red. Other than that, no new cards. I don't really own any of the new cards yet. Whoops, that's not how you show them. Just because I opened a few packs, one that just came out, but not many. I thought about crafting a Nicol Bolas, but it'd be nice to have like all of them at once, just all 4. I think it's a pretty cool card, and I do want to play with it, but I just don't have any. I was running this one Price of Betrayal, and it had some spots where it was nice, but I needed to bring in some Unmoored Egos, and it was the first thing I could think of to take out. I crafted a Finale of Eternity and never got to cast it, so maybe it's still good, just I don't know. I guess it's a new card. Let's take out one Contempt for it. I do want to play some new cards here, and I think it's a safe one of there. I also took out the Swamp because Dovin's Veto was making it a bit more clunky. Like Dovin's Veto and Absorb have no black mana in their casting cost, and you don't want to be trapped with a Swamp in play with those cards in your hand. All right. This chair is going to drive me crazy. Keeps clanking and clacking. I've been getting absolutely manhandled on the ladder. So, there's that. And the new Teferi. I want to play the new Teferi, but I didn't have any rare wild cards. I just had mythics. Fortunately, there's no new lands. Oh my god, speaking of lands. Well, this hand would be good if we just had like one more card that wasn't a land. Alright, that's probably good enough to keep. We have a lot of cards that like sift through stuff, so. Okay, mono green aggro, I guess. Or blue green Adamus Climb or something. Probably. Nope, nope, it's red green. Okay. Sure. Let's see how many decisions are made this game, shall we? Alright, well, discard. Can't take their 3-drop. Great. I guess I can take one of them. Stem some of the bleeding. Don't think I can beat a hand like this. White, white, black, white, white, black. Okay, so there's the 4th land for a turn 4 Kaya's Wrath, which is probably way too slow. Because they're going to curve out extremely perfectly. And we're dead in 3 swings. Oh no, we're literally dead this turn. Never mind, silly me. Oh wait, no wait, they don't, I took the other one. I took the other one. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. They have to either grow this twice. Oh wait, will this kill us? Wait a minute. Did I just do the thing where it doesn't make any sense? Oh, we are dead, because they can adapt the Growth Chamber Guardian. I guess I should have left up mana to represent a lethal spell there on the Growth Chamber Guardian. Okay, you just gotta do anything. Just, there you go. Not too difficult. I really don't think there's anything I do with 1 mana. I didn't realize I was dead to that. I should have left up like Mortify or something, went down to 1 or 2. Oh well. Hostage Taker comes in, Unmoored Ego comes out. I don't like Negate. I guess Moment of Craving's not bad. It doesn't really kill too much of what they're doing though, but it's same with Lyra. Better than some of these cards, I think. Don't like Vraska's Contempt. Mortifies, I guess Vraska's Contempt, just because of Vivian Reed, which is the reason I don't like Thief of Sanity. Yeah, okay. Probably better than Mortify. Oh, Finale probably sucks, doesn't it? Yeah, it's Toughness. Yeah, it has to be like for 5 mana to kill some stuff. Actually, that's not too unreasonable. That's not too unreasonable. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna give it a try. Not too much I want to bring in. I mean, there is Cinder Vines, I guess. It'd be nice to play against some new decks here, for once. I really haven't seen any new cards from other people. I mean, it just came out, so I should be as impatient. Okay, this hand's pretty good. Got a turn 2 Thought Eraser, probably. I'm gonna play this first because if I draw my island, I can play that and not take damage. But if I play this, I can't draw like a swamp because there's no swamp. And we didn't. Opponent also shocked themselves and didn't do anything. That's very strange. I don't know what they could think I have that's like shock worthy on turn 2. But okay. Illarg. Right, so this comes back over and over. I have no answer to it other than discard and removal. But the Dire Plate, I have no answer to either. I could hostage... I can't really hostage take it with the Lightning Strike. I'm going to take their like turn 2 play. Let's take that. I think I can beat a 5-minute 6/6. And that comes in much later in the game. Yeah. How do you scroll? It's got this scrolling... Oh, there it is. It's just up and down the mouse wheel. Is that the first card that's done that? Huh. That's a lot of text. Oh, I guess for you who don't know, when it dies or gets exiled, it goes 3rd from the top of your deck, and it has a what do you call it? Sneak attack through the breach effect. It puts an attacker from your hand into play. I guess it is kind of free for them to shock themselves because I'm not really pressuring their life total. But still, I don't think there's anything I do on turn 2 that's warranting a shock. Especially if they weren't just going to toss it to the face if I didn't end up doing anything. I think that was, even though their life total doesn't matter, I think it's still kind of unnecessary. Especially if I didn't have a counterspell, now you just showed me that you had shock. For little to no upside. It's not a land, but it's a card that I can cast, so I suppose I will bring it to the hand. Maybe buy me some time here to find a land. This opponent somehow went ultimate best curve ever game 1 to just not doing anything. I guess I'll take it. Okay. Looks like their first play of the game will be Illarg. They're really slow rolling these burn spells. It does mean these chemisters are not going to get cashed in for a while. I don't think I can let this this giant boar hit the field. I'm going to be surprised if they actually cast it too. They might cast something else. Although I think they would have cast it earlier. Yep. You can counter this, right? Okay, yeah. Just making sure here. That wouldn't be too fun to bump into. They also just didn't have a... Ooh, well, I have an island. I think this is still good. I think it will still be good later. I don't have anything to do, and our opponent didn't respect counter magic there. So I'm just going to run this out for a land drop. Oh, damn it. Well, if we been this, we would have had the absorb, and that would have been way better. But that didn't happen. We did find a contempt, though. Cinder Vines, alright. And no creature. So now we need a land. That's not bad. It's not a land, though. I really need lands. Though I would like to see what's going on. Nah. This Cindervines might end up just blowing up this Escanta, so I guess I can take it easy on the spells until it's gone. I don't think they want me to flip this. That steals Thought Eraser, so no. Oh, actually, it could steal Chemisters. It might just steal Chemisters. Yeah, alright, I'm going to counter that. I don't want them to do that. Gain 2 life. Also, it doesn't seem like they have anything else going on in their hand. If I cast Chemisters, they'd have to blow this up immediately. Oh, found a land. Alright, well, this is more damage than I'm going to take, but sure. I want to run out to Fairy. There's no pressure. And we're at 20 life. Turn, like, 6 or something? Turn 5? No, this is turn, I think, 7. Missed the land drop twice, I think. Sure. That is 5 damage not going to the face. And I think they're probably out of gas. Maybe just lands or more burn spells. Oh, they have to kill Escanta right now. They probably should. Okay, I guess they're... okay. That... I don't think that makes... I don't think you want to do that. I guess we have an Escanta. I didn't expect to get that. This game got a lot easier now. I'll just cast the Chemisters here. I don't think I want to Escanta. Well, this does help me find Teferi better than these. And I don't take damage. But I want to get these out of my hand. Yeah, I want to cast these. I don't think there's any Mortifies in the deck anymore. I'm not too big of a fan of Cindervines. It's good, but they didn't really use it for the reason I would like it, which is blowing up my enchantment, Escanta. They just didn't shut that down. I don't understand why not. We don't have any pressure. Also, Chemisters helps me find Lyra. Escanta does not. Rhythm. Alright, well, that's a... Actually, now I think I will bring in Mortify. I kind of forgot about Rhythm, to be honest. That's one that's annoying, I will admit. Especially with the new Giant Boar, and you can just, like, out of nowhere, nuke me in the face. Alright, take some damages. Draw some cards. Oh, man. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. Why is it trying to tap Escanta? I don't like that. Go away. No. Ugh, please. Thank you. Oh, crap, I overtapped. Oh, no. What have I done? Now I see what they were trying to do. Fortunately, I can still activate Escanta. That's just funny. Oh, they got more burn? What's this? It's just a... Actually, you know what? Another thing about this is it stops collision. They can just nuke this, but it just comes right back. I don't need the land. Yeah, it looks like they just flood it. What are the name of this? Warrior? Alright, that's a prime example of a card that... It does kill this, but... I guess it's safer to just keep my removal in hand than trying to cast this down and keep this in play. I don't feel like I have to make a move. It does mean I don't cast activate Escanta, but there's Chemisters instead anyways. Yep. Just cast it next turn. They know I can cast it next turn, which is kind of interesting that they would still go for that line. I have a Redundance Kaya's Wrath. Let's just do that. I think all the damage I've taken is from Cindervines, which is kind of funny. Well, they know I can do it again, too, with the next Chemisters. Pretty sure this card is a Collision Colossus. I think it is. Well, they're holding priority because they can sacrifice this to blow up an enchantment. Obviously, I don't think they're going to blow up their own. I guess it's kind of free to counter that. There's not many things I'm countering now that they have one of these in play. So I guess yeah, just get this out of my hand. That seems fine. I can still kill a creature. Oh, it was a collision. Huh. Sure. I could counter that, but I don't think I have to. I could just keep doing this. Maybe just recast Kefnet next turn. It is a sorcery speed Chemisters, but I can still do it. Can still do it. Yeah, we drew another Kaya's Wrath. Oh shoot, did I mess up? Oh wait, there it is. Right. Alright. I didn't see it for someone. I spaced out. I done spaced out. Alright, we still have a removal spell for like a like anything, I guess. It's kind of a weird game. Opponent didn't really do anything. They just had some Direfleet Daredevils and a Harpooner that they've killed this, what, twice so far? Alright, now that's a problem. That's probably one of the best draws they could have. Ooh, oh, they mess. Wait. Whenever is put. Okay, no, I can't kill this and have the. Okay, so never mind. Never mind. Let's see how many they put in play at the same time. They can go for all four, which would be hilarious. But that was literally the best top deck, probably, in their deck. Would not surprise me. Wow, they actually just do all four. Okay. Well, this is a funny Kaya's Wrath. And I still have Kefnet. No, I want to reveal that. I forgot I actually untapped with it for once. I like how this can copy pretty much everything except counter spells. It's kind of funny. Though I guess it's not the best at copying sweepers. Not really. Well, me attacking leads to a very obvious sweeper. But there's nothing they can do about this. Put this back again. Now we can't ensconce it, unfortunately. So it will be a hot minute till we get it back for the third time. But there's not many things that they can find in the meantime that I'm concerned about, really. I really wish I did have Mortify now, though. I did kind of space out on that. On the rhythms. Didn't really care about Cindermines, though. Rekindling Phoenix. Sure. Probably give it haste. Although they could give it a counter. No, it doesn't stop Kefnet. It does slow it down, though. And fortunately, a lot of my spells come with life gain, which is not working in my opponent's favor. Opponent has top decked extremely well so far, though, since they've got out of the flooding. Oh my god. Okay, well, that's probably going to take a discard spell, which I will counter. I can't counter this because of the rhythm. I do want to steal this. Is there anything I can take, though? Can take Collision Colossus, maybe like nuke them in the face? They're probably going to take Thought Eraser, which I will counter. And then I can Hostage Taker this, take Colossus is 4 damage, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's not quite lethal. Oh, right, as haste. Right. Cool beans. Alright. Kefnet for the 4th time. I'm gonna just hold the hostage taker. There's a chance they play like a rekindling phoenix or something that I'd rather steal. Could have did that the first go round. But now I'm just kind of safe from that. Oh shoot, I want to Escanto, right. I forgot I had Escanto. Because they didn't blow it up. Really? Okay, well there goes Lyra and the other Kefnet. It'd be funny to juggle those two. Pseudo-vigilance and the like. Alright, well, don't care about Cindervine's pings. Not too much. What? Oh, right. No. Is it the first card? Okay, yeah, so that's weird. Something to keep note of. I can draw cards on my opponent's turn and alright, I kinda want a hostage taker now. Well, I don't think our opponent knows about hostage taker for game 3. So I guess I don't want to cast it. But I think it's pretty obvious I'm running it. And the alternative isn't the greatest, just killing this, but I guess there's not much of a downside. Let's just pass. Yeah, sure. I was contemplating if I want to show my opponent Teferi, but I think it's still pretty obvious it's in my deck. I revealed the land. Whoops. That's funny. I'll copy the land for 2 mana. That'd be cool. That sounds like a green card. Yep, well, might as well run it out. Don't see why not. Doesn't seem like they have an answer to it. And if they did, it would probably just go towards Kefnet anyways, so they don't die. I'll hold on to this Chemisters so the Kefnet can just come back immediately if it dies again. Which I guess is pretty likely. They have Crawl Harpooner, Collision Colossus to draw into, maybe Double Burn Spell if that's what they've been holding on to. Sure. That cannot kill me. It's a 4/4 haste, or potential 5/5. As a 5/5, maybe they could do something sketchy. Not so much a 4/4. Like if stuff starts going south, I can just stop swinging. Sure. Oh, it's a. Looks like it's a. It was a burn spell. Okay. Sure. It's a lot of resources to kill Teferi, but they do have to do this, probably. They probably can't beat Teferi next to Kefnet. Although it looks like they're really struggling with Kefnet. Kefnet's a very good card in this matchup. It does change the game a lot, especially if you can get it in, like, twice. If it gets killed by, like, a Coloss or a Collision, and then you can cast it again, that's a lot of value. Alright, I guess I'll just cast the other one. Yeah, why not? They might just scoop to this. I don't know. I'm gonna minus here. I don't see why not. Maybe they play something that can deal like a boatload of damage that I don't want to deal with. Haphazard bombardment. Long line of reasons you can't wait for the fall rotation. Yeah. I want to see what control looks like once Teferi's gone. It's either going to be the greatest day of my life or the worst. Alright, so Mortify. I didn't see any Planeswalkers. I don't know if you know. Moment of Craving is another weird one. I have a lot of things that are larger than what can kill this, but life gain isn't bad. It's not bad. Yep. All right. Let's do it like this. Hopefully they have a game like that one where they just don't do anything. I did kill my opponent, I'd say a little bit slower than I had to because I was just playing around with Kefnet. I could have just dug for Teferi a bit faster. Maybe. But they did have a Rhythm in the Wild in play, so I couldn't rely on counter spells. Moment of Craving is a little bit better now that there's not just Lyra to help you win in combat. Like, you can block something with Kefnet and still use Moment of Craving to like shrink it or something. So Moment of Craving is slightly better than it was. I think Kefnet will be names like a namestay of Esper. At least initially. We'll see where things level out. Oh, they're going deep into the tank for this sideboarding. I don't imagine what they're going to change that much. They did have Crawl Harpooner, but there's no way I'm bringing in Thief of Sanity. They didn't even take out Shock or Lightning Strike or Collision. Like, half their deck kills Thief. I think as a Gruul player, you probably don't want to keep expecting Thief from your opponent. You have and Vivian Reed. If they have Vivian Reed, that's even another answer. Also, just completely ignoring Thief of Sanity and just stopping over it is another option. Just, it's a 3-minute 2/2. You can just kind of beat it by swinging past it. I don't think it's a threatening card for them, but Crawl Harpooner still, it's a good card even if it has no targets. 3 power on a 2-drop is really good. Nope. Not keeping this. Yeah, I can't wait for Teferi to leave. Come on. Okay, well, I'm not keeping this. We're on the draw and we get a scry, but we're not really, like, our hand doesn't do anything till like turn 4 if we keep hitting lands. Alright, there we go. I'll keep that. We're both at 5. I can deal with that. Alright, discard spell helps. No turn 1 play. That's really good. They let us know they have Shock. Oh wait, what's this? Okay, no, that's a Shock. If I've ever seen one, that's a Shock. There's no red 1-drop in this deck. Hopefully we... Ooh, now that's good. That's good to see. They're gonna have Lightning Strike now, but they don't really care. I want to take like a green mana 3-drop. Oh look, they have 2 of them. Oh, great. A hand like this again. Okay, well, I guess I can answer both of them. Ooh, alright. I don't really want to use this. I think I want to keep my life total high, so I want to kill that. They had a very good 5. If we didn't have that Thought Eraser, we were... Oh, they made it a 4/4. Alright, now it's more appealing to just steal this. But maybe I still don't have to. That doesn't mean I get to keep this, though. I don't have to decide right now. I don't have to decide right now. Oh, I guess I do because it was hexproof. Rip. I'm not always the brightest bulb in the box. Oh, come on. Really? I was just about to say if they top deck Direfleet Daredevil, I get punished for my line. They're gonna take the Hostage Taker. Which means now I have to also take 4 instead of mortifying it on my turn because it now has hexproof. Because I'm not gonna take that. Take this. Take what? Okay, I didn't expect that. They have no answer to this Hostage Taker. There's just no answer at all. Okay, I'll take it. I thought we were gonna get punished, but they didn't make the line I would have made in a heartbeat. Because now I can just steal this, and they have to top deck exactly Lightning Strike. That was weird. I mean, I can't block, but... Okay. I didn't expect that. Sure. That does not stop this. Oh, they're reading it. I think they got a little confused. I think they wanted to take that, I think they wanted to take that hostage taker. Yeah, punished. That was a weird decision. I will definitely make it a 4/4, so it's immune to lightning strikes. And I can't really Thought Eraser this shock, because it'll just, like, cast it. I don't know what's land. I guess it's safe to attack. They can't swing, so... Oh, I guess they can swing. They can swing in double trade. So maybe there's a reason to not... Oh, it's not even a trade, because it has first strike. The Dire Fleet sticks around. I am winning the race, though, so I can't just let this slip past. And if that's what they do for the... Oh, they're looking at my graveyard. Did they get another Dire Fleet? Well, I guess they can't take Mortify, so I can't be too upset. They can take it, but they can't cast it. I think that's what they have in their hand. Alright, that was a good thing. They didn't do anything right there. So, swing all out. They block the Gruul Spellbreaker or the Hostage Taker and shock it, so the Dire Fleet lives. Oh no, they can't shock the Spellbreaker on my turn. Gotcha. Or they can just take it. I didn't expect that. I don't think they have a land in hand. I really don't think they have a land in hand. I think it's a Dire Fleet. At the very worst, this does take out the shock. I don't have to worry about the shock anymore. I'm not going to counter the shock. They don't have a Rhythm of the Wild, so I can still counter creatures. This has been an interesting game. Oh, it was a Dire Fleet. Yep. They kind of gave that away when they targeted my graveyard. I'll get rid of that. Don't think I'm going to... It's getting kind of low here. Yeah, I'm going to just play this tapped. It's not like I'm going to discard the counter spell to the Chemisters anyway, so... Still swinging. Oh. Oop. Oop. Alright. They can do that thing and trade with the Hostage Taker with the shock. So I guess I don't have to swing with it. It makes it kind of awkward for them. I don't want this shock to kill a creature. I prefer it to go face. As strange as that sounds. Anything that makes us take less damage from creatures, the better, I think. And now if they swing, we're just not going to block it. They could do like double Colossus. That'd be hilarious. But then they're all in. And if I have a removal spell, they'll feel really bad. Oh, they're actually swinging. Okay. Put them down to 2. Guarantee counter a creature here. Probably. If they have one. And then now they can't swing with this anymore. Because we have 2 lethal threats. They have to block... Well, actually, I think they're just dead, right? They can block this with that and then trample. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's no... I think it's safe to still cast... Oh, wait, that wasn't their end step. My bad. Almost got into a pickle. I think it's safe to cast this. Like, if they have Lightning Strike, that's fine. Yeah. I think I'm going down to 10 here. I think going down to 10 is fine. Interestingly enough, Cindervines has just been completely unthreatening both games post-sideboard. Enough of our spells gain life in some way, shape, or form. They just can't seem to do anything. Now they can't swing at the Dire Fleet, which is funny that they did attack with it. That was the reason I swung there to offer up the trade, because if they didn't do it, that means they weren't going to do it later, I guess. Which means if they're not going to be blocking, they're going to be swinging. If they're swinging, they're not blocking, they're just going to die. So I don't think they wanted to pass up the chance to block with this, and they have done that. Because now Lava Coil doesn't do anything. That can take Mortify. Oh, they need a land, though. Also, if I let this resolve, that's 4 in first strike, but they still have to do 1 and 1 on the blocks. They can take the Thought Eraser, see my hand, take the count. No, let's just counter this. I think it's safe. I don't think there's anything they can do to stop this. I think this is their top deck, too. Surprise expansion explosion from the opponent. Oh, that'd feel really bad. That'd be so funny. They're reading Cinder Vines. Think we got them. They can shock. They only have 1 burn spell. They can lightning strike. They're still dead to the board. Just got trample. I don't know what they could be thinking about. Okay, they're thinking about something. Maybe it was a crawl harpooner, and like maybe I can still stay alive or something. I don't know. That was weird. That was an interesting game, though. I like that one. I've never bumped into a team member. I don't imagine they play as much as I do. So that shouldn't surprise me. Also, I don't know how many of them hit Mythic. I probably don't have the time for that. They're busy like making the game playable. Can't really enjoy it themselves, unfortunately. Alright, I like this Hand in the Dark. Counterspell, removal spell, card draw spell. And looks like mono red. So maybe we get to test out the Planeswalker I sided in. And it's another deck that has no new cards in it, probably. Actually, I'm not sure. I saw someone playing Jaya, but I don't think I agree with that. Light up the stage. Alright, I'll take that. I guess I'll keep that. Okay. Nothing like a slow red player, I guess. Skewer. Oh, risk factor. Okay, didn't expect that one. Might not even have time for this. Might have to leave up counter magic. But then I can't do anything else. Whatever. I guess it's better than nothing. I don't think I'm going to be shocking myself. They actually played that land, so they didn't use it to discard to risk factor. That's kind of interesting. I guess they do have some 4-drops. Or that makes me believe they do. I think countering any burn spell is fine. They discarded Skewer the Critics for a risk factor. That is very, very, very weird. They also... What? I don't... Okay. Okay, so they probably wanted to just use that land for the risk factor. I don't... That looked really, really weird to me. I guess I'll play Kefnet, right? Because now... Yeah, I can block that. It soaks the lightning strike and it comes back later. Actually, I doubt they'll even throw the lightning strike at it. That was strange. Huh. Okay, we kind of just 2-for-1 them with the counter spell. They discarded a burn spell. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Definitely wanted to use the mountain. Well, if they're swinging, they're going to throw the lightning strike, that's for sure. Alright, they're not going to do that. Ooh. Alright, we get to copy discard spell. That's cool. I don't see why not. Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. And they have double burn spell. Oh, great, I guess. Well, now we're dead to the top of their deck. That's not good enough, I don't think. Guess I'll just do nothing. Well, that was lame. Got to do something cool. Oh, maybe we're not dead. Cool, we're not dead. I'm going to immediately kill this, so there are less outs for our opponent. Let's not reveal that. Yeah, let's just gain some life. They have some haste threats, like Lava Runner, and falling back down to 2 doesn't seem very good. I don't know how I'm winning with 5 attacks to this. That doesn't seem very reasonable. But I think it's more likely that happens than them drawing a haste threat, so I guess I will swing. Well, I can't discard him. Okay, well, back to not swinging, I guess. Nope, don't want that. There's really no else. I mean, I can find Dovin's Veto. Maybe. I guess I have to look right now. If there's anything I want to counter, it's probably this. Oh my god, we found it. Oh, we can even... It's the first card we drew? Wow. That's funny. Oh, no, no, I didn't clan it. Alright, there we go. Cool. Awesome. We got to veto that and keep the veto in hand. I don't think they have a burn spell. We're not out of this, though. Still kind of, like, losing. Nope. It is a mountain. Alright, let's surveil that away. Let's play this tapped, because we have to, and pass. Well, we got a second veto. Got extremely lucky. I'm not playing around a counter spell. I mean a burn spell. I'm just not doing it. Absorb. Perfect. Cast down. Even perfect. Oh, and we can copy it. Wow, Kefnet's going off. This is crazy. Kefnet's... He's popping off. He went from never doing anything ever before to copying everything I need. Awesome. They play a land, sure. Run this out. Okay, let's not copy that. Let's not copy that. Oh my god. Alright, well. Might actually beat our opponent to death. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, they have something they can do, and they didn't do it. Oh, it's an instant. Look at that. Let's force them to do it, shall we? Can I, like... Alright, I'm going to reveal that, because I don't think it matters. I want to see how this works on a counterspell. Oh, lame. Alright, so you have to do it immediately? Okay, I got you. Let's force out the burn spell. Yep, that no surprise there. Take the mountain. Nope. Opt? Yeah, Opt would be another cool card with Kefnet. Alright, I don't think there's a single card they can top deck. And we have it covered even if they do draw something nice. I guess Banefire. Well, Banefire for, what, 7? And then we'd gain 3? Yeah, that wouldn't even do it. Wow, okay. One game won with Kefnet beat down. Kefnet copying like 3 cards. I guess only a couple were relevant, though. Alright, so Tayo, give our face hexproof. Lyra, because it's Lyra. Unmoored Eagle could name, like, light up a stage or something, which isn't bad, but I think I can do better than that. Moment of Craving. Doobity-ba-doo, take out that. This actually, for 3 mana, can kill a wide range of creatures. Even for 4 mana, I can kill pretty much everything they're doing except Chain Whirler. I might want to keep that in. Dovin's Veto, sure. I don't really like negate-esque effects, but I guess it's better than nothing. Damn, I actually like a lot of cards here. Shave Akaya's Wrath. Actually, I'm going to shave Akaya's Wrath. Might as well shave this. Although this means I can keep Kefnet and Lyra in play and still kill stuff. It could wind up being a little bit more expensive than Akaya's Wrath, but I guess it's less mana, color hungry, something like that. Let's see. I almost want a 3rd Kefnet somewhere. I'm starting to really like this card. I'll shave another Teferi. We did not need Teferi that game. Which is kind of weird. I'm going to shave an Escanta. Yeah. I could be in a spot where I have multiple copies and rotting in my hand with no chemisters till I get rid of them. Majin Cartman. Majin Buu. Okay, well, we have probably the early game lockdown if we keep this. Can I do better? Maybe. I'm going to keep it though. Opponent discarded a Skewer the Critics to a chemisters to a risk factor, so maybe we can keep a loose hand here. In fact, I think we would have lost that last game if they didn't do that. Alright, that's the one card that could actually grow out of this range. I don't have double black either. I'd rather not shock myself, so I'm not gonna cast down right now because I want to incentivize them to do stuff pre-combat, which means I have more information of what I want to kill, and I probably want to kill Chain Whirler. Probably might just kill Steamkin and then Chain Whirler with the shock. Yeah, let's just do that. If I drew a second black source, maybe I did want to kill the Chain Whirler. If I drew a black source, I could. Oh, I drew a black source. Damn it. Oh wait, no, it's toughness. Okay, no, yeah, it's not power. Never mind. All is well. All right, let's play this untapped and pass. Sure. Probably gonna wind up mortifying though. Ooh, opponent likes to cast things oh, that makes sense. It's got haste. Alright, kill the Chain Whirler so we don't take a bajillion. And they have a burn spell in hand. Doesn't look like they have 2 burn spells because they would grow the Lava Runner the moment they could, and they're not doing that. So it's probably just 1 burn spell and maybe a land or a creature. Sweet. Alright. Kefnet will probably gain us more than 2 life, so I think it's a safe shock there. I think I do want a 3rd Kefnet, even though it is legendary. This card is great. Okay. The board is gummed up. They still have free spectacle triggers, though. Oh, wow. Spicy. Alright, sure. Wow, and they just didn't do anything? Okay, I expected like a spectacle or something to benefit the sacrifice of a creature. Now, taking 2 here for a Teferi seems a little sketchy. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay. Awesome. They're also tapped. Sweet. So not only did their swing... I mean, they... Oh, well, I guess they still got the 1 damage from them. They still got their damage in. Because they swung. That's a lot of haste threats out of the way. That's 2 of these are gone. 1 of those is gone. I think I can start swinging. I don't really respect haste threats, and I think the last card in their hand is a burn spell anyways, because they're holding priority on my turn. And it is. And that is not a haste threat. I think I'm going to Teferi minus. No, let's not copy that land. I'm just going to Teferi minus. It means I can keep swinging. And their next instance of damage, unless it's a Chain Whirler, will probably go towards Teferi. So that's probably more life gain than plussing it, because if I plus it, it goes up to 5. Oh, damn. Oh, the waste. Haha. And then they might ignore it, but now that it was at a low enough loyalty, they might essentially get distracted by it, basically. If I put it down to 1. Unless, of course, Chain Whirler. Alright. I'm not even going to untap lands. Don't even have to. Well, this card has to be something crazy, because we have this one covered. And also, this one doesn't actually kill us. Yeah, I think this is over. They can't beat a counterspell here. Sure. And that's game. Wow. We did it. Beat mono red. We kind of swiftly beat mono red. I think game 1 we probably should have lost if they didn't get rid of that skewer and got rid of that mountain. Although that did mean they couldn't cast the other spell that they found. So I don't know. Maybe we won from punt game 1, but maybe not. I'll have to go back and look. 2-0. That Gruul player, like, probably over sideboarded or something, because they had a very good opener game 1. It was completely unstoppable, but I just didn't really see any of that. Like, it looked like they took out Pelt Collector. Man, my voice keeps cracking. God. Pelt Collector. Okay. Sure. Got a sweeper. Got a weird sweeper. Mortify, Teferi. No Wisconsin, no counterspell. Red again? Oh my god. There's a third player with red in their deck. Let's see if it's mono red. Yep. Okay. Light up the stage? Yeah. Of course. Of course. Unmordigo. I don't even know what to name. Gonna name something. I guess I'll name Light Up the Stage. It removes a spell in the graveyard for the Lava Runner in play. Also, it's one of their better cards. Oh, look, they had one in hand. What do you know? Anything stupid crazy in this deck? Some Rekindling Phoenixes. Nope, absolutely no new cards. Not very surprising. I guess playing mono red in the constructed events is the best way to farm gold so you can get new cards. Oh, I can't wait to lose to this. Okay, looks like I have to shock myself. I can cast this and kill these two. Guess that's a little bit better than Kaya's Wrath. I'm going down to 5 though, that just seems so bad. I mean, what's my alternative? I'm taking 2 no matter what, because it doesn't really matter. Okay. Maybe we can make something of this if they just run out of things to do. Well, that was a very good top deck. It means we're out of like most burn range and we deal with their threat. Now we just have to fade like one top deck that's really juicy. And we don't. We do not do that. I can shock myself, go down to 1. Probably better than not doing that, because most things kill us anyways. Alright, well, this is happening. Do we want to shock ourselves and leave up absorb or stay at 3? I don't know, I'm risking it. Kill me, kill me. They do not. Awesome. Which means this is totally fine. Or not. What? Maybe it's a shock? Might just be a shock. I think they drew a shock. Or a risk factor. I don't think they had risk factor, actually. I looked at the list. With the Unmoored Ego. Yeah, it looks like it's a shock. So he's got really lucky. Haha, nope. I don't think that was the card they had in hand. That would be hilarious if that was the card, but I don't think they wouldn't go for it. That would be very strange. This. Take out some Teferis, because that worked last time. Take out a Search for Escanta, Unmoored Ego, and Mortify, I guess. No. Okay, yeah. Sure. Alright, we still haven't tested the new Planeswalker. That gives our face hexproof, which is unfortunate. I just wanted to, like, do something. I also haven't even seen it. From an Escanta, Chemist's Insight, Opening Hand. Ha! All I had to do was talk about him. But now I can't keep the sand. Can I? No, I cannot. Sand is significantly better. I would like Teferi, but lands are more important. And there's the 1-drop. Same 1-drop again. Although it's not on turn 1. Or turn 2. Excuse me. At least they're playing fast. Alright, leave up one of these two. Doesn't really matter which one I... Okay, I'll just kill that then. Just take more damage. Just so, I think that buys me more time overall, killing that now, than taking like an extra damage this go around. I don't really want to shock myself, because I think I already have a plan with the Moment of Craving. But could be wrong. Macaglow, thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate you. Welcome to the Beehive. Yeah. Enjoy my not very interesting emote that I drew in MS Paint. Alright, we really need a land. We really need a land. Alright, sweet. What you gonna do now? I got my Kefnet. Yeah. Kefnets end up being better than the, what? Okay, that makes sense, I guess. Racing is weird. I don't think I want to do that. I guess I can just wait. Yeah, because I'm not going to cast this, and I'm not going down to 3. Yeah, I'll just wait. If they don't do anything, I have a contempt for this, and there we go. Sweet. I actually would have left that in hand. That leads me to believe they do not have risk factor. No. I didn't even mean to do that. I did not mean to show them that. It doesn't really matter. It probably won't play here. Let's just literally counter anything. Go up to 10 and win the game. Because we drew a bunch of stuff in Kefnet. Wow. Yes. Alright, we're just thrashing these red decks, which is great. The earth trembles in anticipation of her vengeance. My god. My god. Alright, well, mono red was never really an issue, and now it seems like it's even less of an issue. I shouldn't say not an issue, but I've always felt like I've have some play against it. which is fortunate because it's like my least favorite deck to play against, so it's nice that it's at least favorable. Especially now with Kefnet. I think Kefnet in that new Planeswalker, which I have not been able to cast, are great. Probably better than Lyra. Lyra was always good against them, but Lyra does cost 5 mana. Kefnet costing 4 has really worked some wonders. Yep. 2-land hand, double Thought Eraser, yep. $57? Wait a minute. 57, 50, 63. Ooh, spicy. Okay, this is not a 60 card deck. Odd bird. Wait a minute. Okay. I don't think this is mono blue. I don't think mono blue would need to do 63 cards. My first deck ever was 63, and it was 63 for a very long... Oh my god, it's mono blue. Okay, let's take the only card they can cast with 2 lands, I guess, on this one. I guess I could take this, right? And start dealing with things the old-fashioned way. I don't think I'm too scared of this. It does mean they're opposite. Yeah, I'm just taking the counterspell. What am I talking about? Okay, it's mono blue with 63 cards. That's weird, to put it mildly. But yeah, my first deck was 63 cards. And it was 63 for a long time. It was before my play group played an actual meta, or format. They actually didn't cast it. Oh, they got a second one. Uh-oh. Guess I'll take the opt. Yeah, just make it so they can't keep finding things that are good. I need this land for Kaya's Wrath. They play some 2/2s. But yeah, it was Legacy Reanimator, basically. Dark Rituals, Liliana the Veil, Shieldred. Oh, come on, really? Okay, well, I guess you're never punished for playing 63 cards. Let's contempt that, shall we? They didn't find a land. Looks like they had no opt or anything either. And they found a land, so here come the Tempest Gens. Hopefully they play the other one. I don't think they're going to play the Trickster in the same board as the 2 Tempest Gens, but they might play both the Tempest Gens. And they do. Which is good. Don't think they're scared of Settle the Wreckage. I wouldn't be. There you go. Yep, this probably has to happen. I could wait, because I do have a Dovin's Veto. I could try to wait, but I don't know what their hand is. They haven't played lands, and they could just be more counterspells, and I'd rather not deal with that. I'm going to leave up Veto. There's no reason to shock myself. I'm all set with mana. Yep, I'll literally counter anything. Okay. Interesting time to do that. That is why it's interesting. There's no like Spell Pierce or Dive Down to protect it anymore. Opponent still has more cards in hand than we do though, which is a problem. Is that the 4th one? It's the 3rd one. Okay. Well, they've drawn like a lot of copies of the same card for a 63 card deck. That's a little weird. Okay, Terra Mitter, there's a new one. Not one we want to see. We know there's not a land in hand, so let's see what's going on. Essence Capture, alright. So I guess we can still find Kefnet. That won't be Essence Captured. Can they flip this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. I'm just playing the land now. I think it's obvious I have nothing in hand, and they're not respecting counter magic. I need the mana. Does that save me? Nope. Apparently it's good game. It is good game. Damn. Okay. Let's hope they go down to 60. Hostage Taker. I actually do like Thief of Sanity, Kaya's Wrath, take out Teferi, Finale. Don't really like Dovin's Veto. Lyra's fine. That doesn't make any sense. Let's see. Moment of Craving, short, take out. This, Unmoored Ego. I don't really like Mortify. I guess it can hit the enchantment. Teferi's just terrible, I've learned. Anything that costs like 5, Lyra's alright, maybe. They're gonna take out Essence Capture. Alright, I might take out Dovin's Veto. Although I do like it more than Absorb. I don't think I like Absorb. There's a chance this does something, but that is a chance I'm not willing to even bank on. Alright, 1 Teferi, screw it. Just make our deck cost less, and Hostage Taker's pretty good. We saw no dive downs, no spell pierces, but I'm gonna assume they're in the deck somewhere. I don't really know what the extra 3 cards could be. That would make you want to play 78 instead of 75. Maybe there's just more copies of certain cards or something. I didn't see anything new. I don't think I've seen a single new card yet from this constructed event. Alright, Kefnet's really good if he resolves. Everything else is not bad. These 2 Moment of Cravings are nice. These for later. Although I expect one of these to get countered. Probably this one. Oop, whoops, that's not how that works. Let's hope there's no 1-drop, I guess. Well, actually, that would be fine, because then we can just kill it. It's also one we can gain life off of. Nice. They can't, like, sacrifice it to itself to make me not gain 2 life. Oh, wow, was their only creature? Nice. I guess they could add Trickster, but it didn't seem like it. Tempest Djinn, can't craving that one. But that does mean I get to cast Kefnet, and that's huge. Oh, lame, they're not letting me do it. Looks like they had something they could cast, and they declined. I'm going to assume it was a Tempest Djinn. Looks like they want Tempest Djinn with a Spell Pierce or something. Yep, it's a 1-drop. Could be Spell Pierce, could be Dive Down. Either way, it does not stop Kefnet. It could stop Kaya's Wrath, so I will definitely not cast that. So now we just don't want to see a Curious Obsession. They still have a 1-drop that's either a Spell Pierce or a Dive Down. Opt does not change my opinion on that one, because they had a turn 3 Tempest Djinn, I'm certain of it, and they didn't go for it. So just don't Curious Obsession. And Kefnet will put in some great work. Oh, I guess that's unblockable, so not as much anymore. Can Curious Obsession that, and that'd be annoying. Whoa, I didn't expect this. This is an easy trade, even with a dive down. I will absolutely get a dive down in their hand. I didn't expect that. Okay, sure. Yep. It's not like he's going anywhere. I can just try windmilling a bunch of... no, let's just run this out, actually. Looks like they have another dive down. It can't be Spell Pierce here. It could be Opt. I don't know. Half their deck costs 1 mana. Wizard's Retort? I really didn't expect that one to still be in their deck. But okay, let's handle this now that it's safe. Yep, now we just start windmilling Kaya's Wrath till one of them works. I'll just play a land for good measure. Negate? Okay. That's a lot of counter magic. And they also still have something that was castable. So I think they actually do have a dive down. Good to know about. Woo, okay, so well, whatever this card is, it's not a counterspell. So that was an odd time to play that. Because I'm pretty sure that was the card they played off the top. So they kind of get the maximum punish here. Yep. Max punish. Yep, now their priority is just getting sifted through, so it definitely was a creature-based targetable spell, which means it's a dive down. 100% guarantee. Don't know what the other card is. Oh, that's the first time for that. I'm going to reveal it because I think it's funny. And I'm going to swing. Could be a trickster now, maybe. Could be a trickster. I could just keep this Kefnet in my hand just in case they answer this one, and then I can have like two chugging along, but seldom are they able to get this off the board anyways. And I'm not too concerned if they do take it off the board, because it just keeps coming back. Oh, that's not bad. Could play around Spell Pierce too. And whatever this other card is, I don't know what it is. It could still be an opt, actually. Could be an opt. Okay, it was a trickster. Oh, I'm so smart. Ugh. Trickster dive down. Alright. Oh, easy. Fortunately, we did not win game 1. So we have to do this again. I could have like maybe not showed them this, but I don't know. I think it's good. There's a chance I might need to play it there. Oh, opponent said good game. I didn't say it back. Rip. They didn't give me time. All right. They might bring in Essence Capture again, which is funny because I've never dealt with that card before. Thief of Sanity. They did hard counter Thief of Sanity, like with Wizard's Sword, which I didn't really expect. They could have just ignored it. Don't think I want to change anything. I think this is as good as it's going to get for us. Being on the draw sucks, but it's alright. It's alright. It's alright. If we lose, that's just more magic, right? 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 Alright, Hostage Taker, card draw, discard. Not really any counter spells left, but I'd like a removal spell. Didn't get one. I think I'm going to keep this still. We have not seen any copies of Spell Pierce yet. 56, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Alright, there's still 63 cards. They are not messing around. Alright, looks like an opt. Oh, they didn't wait all the way to the end step. I can't make fun of them now. It wasn't the slowest opt ever. The bearded opt. Oh wait, no, I think both opts have a beard. I think the one with Teferi has a beard. Where he's like looking at his own statue. I think the statue itself has a beard. Fine. If they negate, that means they're not trickstering. Oh wow, just double essence capture? Someone did not want to deal with Kefnet. Okay, well I'm taking the Curious Obsession. I can quite likely just not deal with these essence captures by not playing creatures, and then deal with the Wizard's Retort some other way. Okay, well, good thing I took that Curious Obsession. They do have a 3-mana counterspell now, though. Cast down? Sure, I can just cast it on their turn. See what they do. If they trade a Wizard's Retort with this, I will be more than happy. They do have 5 mana, so they can do these two. I don't expect another creature here, so I think this cast down is pretty easy. Although if they do go for a Tempest Djinn right here, I guess I would want to kill that. Alright, fine. I'll take one. I'd rather not, but... They might counter this. I'm under no pressure from this. I think I'm going to cast this. Okay. I don't care if they counter this. Alright, they do. So we get to probably cast this down now. I think I'd still fine to just keep taking one, though. I feel no obligation to do it. We do have a fair amount of creatures, and they can't essence capture them all. And the fact that they have essence capture means they don't have something else, which is nice. Alright, I'm going to run this out now. Oh, they found something. They did not cast it. Alright. Land pass. So another hand is essentially dead. Especially that we now know about these. Makes them way worse. There's the Tempest Djinn. That's unfortunate. I should have cast this in response. It would have let me know if the card in their hand can target creatures or not. Now I don't know. I guess I will find out with this, though. Oh, it was a Wizard's Retort. Okay. Alright. Well, rip. There's no answer to this Hostage Taker in their deck. They don't have Blink of an Eye. Trickster doesn't even do it. This is only a 1... Oh, they can counter it. That's funny. They can actually counter this. But it would only be a 1/4 because I only have one island in my whole deck. It's just basically a 0/4 that flies and defends me. Yep, they probably don't want Essence Capture. It's funny that... That's funny, Merfolk Trickster is the card that I got. Essence Capture... I'm sorry, Kefnet, like, changes the dynamic of how red and mono blue deal with you. Because now there's this 4-mana 4/5 flyer that just keeps coming back. Now, they have a more solid answer to it, other than burn. They can just counter it. But Essence Capture is a little bit of an overkill, and they might feel obligated to still keep in some copies, which is probably where they don't want to be. We do have a fair amount of creatures. 3 Hostage Takers, 4 Thief of Sanities, 2 Kefnets, and 1 Lyra. 4, 3, 2, 1 in our creature numbers there. So was that 10 cards? So yeah, they're not bad. They're not bad. Any one of those 10 cards can just solo our opponent as well. Not so much the Hostage Takers, though. I'll keep this in the dark. It's not too bad. I like the cast down, at least. We got a blue mana as well, so that's nice. Play a tapped land. Alright, please don't be Nexus. Damn it. Okay, well, this isn't going to be fun. Oh, they have a Growth Spiral too. Of course they do. Oh, I bet you they have a turn 3 Wilderness Reclamation as well. Oh, and an Opt. Alright. Oh, and Opt on top. Alright, here we go. I'm about to get real upset. Oh, they don't have it. Lucky us. Nice. Get to play a land here. I don't think I should just scoop, actually. There's nothing I can do about this. They have a Chemister? No, they don't have a Chemisters. They had something that was castable. It's castable on 4 and they're not doing it? But I only had 1 blue source last turn. They're playing around Dovin's Veto? The new negate, maybe? I'm not sure. Also, just don't have a counter spell, apparently. Okay, their hand must be, like, all lands. But they kept something on top with the Opt. This is weird. Oh, there it is. Okay. I guess they were waiting or something? I don't know. Cool. Now we get to watch this for a while. Didn't think Cast On would be doing anything in this game. Okay. Might need to minus this reclamation. I really don't want to. Might have to do that. Well, they'll just get it again. Actually, yeah, they're just gonna recast it. It's not. I'm not doing anything. They just chemisters find it again. I'll just leave the Dovin's veto instead. Or potential absorb if I find it. Nope. Weird. They let me untap first. Okay, sure. I don't think I'm stopping these chemisters anymore. I think we're past that. They have all the cards in the world. A bunch of lands that tap for, I mean, yeah, sacrifice to draw cards. An Orazka. Double chemisters. I don't think I'm countering those. Ugh. Now they have a float of mana. I don't really know why they're floating mana. Unless they have a counter spell, I don't think there's much of a merit to floating it all first. So I'm going to assume they have a counter spell. Alright, now I'll counter this. Kind of light on cards in hand, so maybe I can choke them out. Or not. Oh, a scry on top. That's exciting. This is another deck that has no new cards. They've opted on top all 3 ops. At least they're fast. Most Nexus players are not this fast. Oh, all 4 tops from all 4 ops. How nice. Scared to mortify it? Yeah, probably. Not that it matters now. They have a full hand, half their deck is gone, and they got both their enchantments in play. I guess I'll stop the stupid one for 2 seconds. I guess I could have left up counter magic. No, this is yeah, you're basic. Yeah, this is the basic one. There's no oh, also hello. I wasn't looking. I was busy watching the Nexus explosions. Yeah, I got a couple new cards. I'll have the YouTube video of this league up in a second, because I think we're gonna. Oh, I guess I have one more loss after this. Let's just get out of here. I'm wasting my time. I probably should have just scooped immediately. There's nothing I can do game 1. I'm Nordigo. I guess Thief of Sanity, not Hostage Taker, Not Contempt, not Cast Down, not Kai's Wrath, not Finality, not I think that's it. No, Kai, I don't really like Kefnet. I'm not trying to beat my opponent to death. I guess I don't really have anything to bring in. I guess Lyra? I guess I just bring him in because I don't have anything else to do. I mean, Kai's Wrath... Yeah, Kai's Wrath I just like more than these. Because it at least kills, like, Carnage Tyrant. And this looks like an old boring list, so it probably has all, like, the old boring win conditions. Other than Nexus. Post-sideboard, that is. So I will do that. Yep, because I don't like anything else. Although Hostage Taker can take an ooze and stuff, but I don't think anything matters unless I get an Unmoored Ego in the first place anyways. Okay, this is better than their 7. Nope. Could have just played a tap land, but I don't think my life total matters either way. Okay, some weird mana dork package, I suppose. Oh, if you have a Reclamation, so be it. I'm running this out. I'm getting on my beats. Unless they have Crushing Canopy. Oh, looks like they have a Reclamation. Of course they do. Why wouldn't they? Let's take... we have a second land, actually, so I guess I can do both. I'll do that. Sure. Why not? At least this doesn't untap with Reclamation. They also don't seem to have any blue mana. We milled the blue land on the top there. Okay, well this is how we win, I guess. It's kind of weird. I didn't expect the Druid of a Cowl. Alright, sweet. Get to steal one. Nice. I don't care about that. They still don't have any blue mana. Run out Safari. Minus on the... No, I'm just going to plus. I'm just going to plus. Ugh, I gotta stop tilting my neck. I'm gonna wind up with, like, neck arthritis. Could still minus one of these. I don't think I have to. I can also just cast a Nexus of Fate, actually. Alright, well now we're stealing that. I'll put a stop here. I might just cast Nexus, just to loop it. I don't see a downside to this, really. Yeah, especially that we found this. Yeah, let's just do that. Swing again? I could have did that first, so I had more chances to find it again. Because it'd be 4 in the deck. Ooh, alright, I'll take that. I'm milling all their blue cards, which is funny. Their blue lands. Or migraines, yeah. Don't want those. Alright, let's blow this up. I think this game is completely over. They just stumbled, had no blue mana, and a odd choice of mana dork, because it doesn't really untap with the thing there. They have 5 mana now. Oh, found a blue source. Alright, let's see if they have giant growth. Nope. Go away. Maybe I should have kept that so my opponent didn't know I kept in Kai's Wrath. Might dictate how they sideboard. Also, they're showing me a lot of cards this way. Like, a lot of cards. I think unnecessarily. We know about Krasis now. We know about Negate. Not changing anything. Even knowing about that stuff. Just gonna play around it. I don't think my sideboard's any good at all. So, there's that. Oh, opponent's back to the drawing board. Yeah, I don't get migraines. I've never had one before. I know some people get migraines and see like those auras. My voice keeps, I swear, my voice does not crack like this unless I'm talking to this microphone. It's like I have pseudo stage fright, but I don't. I don't know what the problem is. It's a trait. I guess it's just a trait. No, it's the mic. It's the mic. Every time you hear my voice crack, it's actually the mic crapping out. There we go. I guess it's a little too late because that would mean I wouldn't be able to hear it. So, rip that excuse. Alright, I'll keep this. A lot of 2-mana nonsense. Ooh, they have an opt. How cute. Well, they had a stop on my end step for that opt. Now that's an opt I can respect. Like it just went whoosh and then it just locked right at the end step. I've never seen that before. Okay, well, we have hopefully a good enough 1-2 punch with these thieves, but maybe not. Oh, wow. Reclamation all 3 games. We can play around this negate. I don't really care about this. This is a very strange card to see. I'm just going to take that. Ooh. Oh, man, well, I didn't take the negate. But I guess it's still good. It's still good. Now we get to see their entire list. I think they're gonna... They don't go for the... Okay, well, now that makes this very easy. You'd figure they wouldn't leave up negate if I let them have it. Oh, okay, well that sucks. Let's see what we steal. Teferi? You typed the strange character there at the end. I can't tell what you asked me. I guess I'll take the blink of an eye. Maybe I can mess up, like they tap out on their own turn and then I can bounce that and they get like, they get that feel bad moment. Yeah, alright. It doesn't mean I'm not probably going to be doing anything else. Sure. So be it. They get Escanta. Okay. Nexus. Alright, well they can cast it, so now I have to kind of blink this. Okay, that's not when you float mana. Ooh, they just made it so I could just do this now. I don't even have to leave up the... They floated the mana in the first main phase. That doesn't feel very good. I'd say oops, but... Oh, we get to steal the Nexus. That's messed up. That's messed up. Opponent just did not do that right. They did not do that right. Alright, what's the other nonsense we gotta deal with? What other nonsense is going on? Murmuring Mystic, Hydroid Krasis, Hydroid Krasis, 1 Krasis, 2 Krasis, 1 Mystic. Alright, how many counter spells? 1 Negate, 1 Sabotage, 2 Negate, 2 Sabotage, 2 Negate, 2 Sabotage, 3 Negate, 2 Sabotage, 2 Krasis, 1 Mystic. Is the position of your head when you answer chat? No, I just flop it around. I think it's fun. I didn't leave up a white mana because I'm not the brightest bulb in the box, so I guess I don't have that to my arsenal. I could have looked for negate there and not tapped out. That was probably a mistake as well. Guess I'll take this. Yeah, I don't have one. Screw it. No, he's not playing, this opponent, they're not playing white. Also, this isn't too scary anymore. It can find counter spells, but it cannot find answers to... there are no answers in their entire deck to Thief of Sanities, other than Sinister Sabotage, which there are 2. And there's 1 gone. I can take this. They'll negate either of these. I might as well take this. It lets me fight over different things, and I don't really care about all that mana. Neither should they, so they should let this resolve if I attack this. That shouldn't bother them. Alright, I'm gonna run one out. What do you got? Nothing. So I think I can just hang out behind these. They have a couple blink of an eyes, I think, but that doesn't really solve their problem. They're not out of this though. They're not dead. Like, these are gone, but this is not over. It's leaned in my favor, I would say, but sure. But I don't think I care about these. They have all the counter spells to their arsenal at once, pretty much is what this says, but we're only really scared of their creatures. And they want to float a bunch of mana. Yep. Oh yeah. I didn't float mana first, so we get to kill one of them through the counter magic, which is kind of funny. Although I maybe wanted them to counter that, because like I said, they're going to find all their counter spells, and that is exactly what they've been doing. So I can incentivize them to use the counter spells to defend these instead of their creatures, which would be pretty favorable for us. But we just didn't play like that. Alright, well, I didn't find any creatures there. That's unfortunate. Have I milled any of their creatures? Oh my god, really? Okay. Think it's safe to shock myself. I did find one of their counter spells. Let's see if they counter this. Nope, not even hesitating. Alright, this will get one of the counter spells out, guarantee. I guess I can run that out, then that's... I don't see why not. It's not really doing anything else. We have a bunch of counter spells, but we can't really use them too effectively, which is kind of unfortunate. Looks like they're digging for their one of their win conditions. I guess Krasis blocks these. I didn't even think of that. Now, if I don't cast this, they might still think it's an option for them to find, so I guess I won't cast it. They might try to look for this sabotage until they deduce that it's no longer in their deck, once they loop through it with the Scanta. Blink of an eye, one of my doges. Okay, now I think this is totally reasonable to fight over, because they don't want this to happen, and the more counter spells I get them to cast on their not threats to defend them, the better for us. There's one. Also, this doesn't really answer the thief, because now we can cast the thief and they're going to counter the thief, which means that's one less counter spell we have to deal with when dealing with their threats. But I think it's kind of something they have to do. I am going to keep that land. We are pretty gummed up on counter magic. Need some mana. Alright, well that was insane. I'm going to take one. Well, it's better than taking a land. Also means they don't know we took them all. Run this out. Not fight over it. I don't really need it. Wow, they didn't counter it. They didn't counter it. So what was the point of bouncing it? Buy themselves some time? I'm not sure. Yeah, they're going to mill out because they don't have Nexus. Which is half the reason I want to take Nexus with Unward Ego. Because then they keep digging through their deck, but they can't, like, loop anything. Okay, well, to the extent of my knowledge, they only have one counter spell left. But they might actually have one more after this Sinister Sabotage. I can still beat this Murmuring Mystic. Oh, they do have another counter spell. Okay. I guess I should force it out then, right? Yeah, force out the counter spell. Because now they're tapped out. Oh, they can still untap with the Reclamation, make a bunch of tokens. They can still win this, but they just have to be careful. Like, if their only way to make tokens is drawing cards, they can't do that. Because they only have 8 cards left, and yeah, we're at a pretty high life total. Looks like that's what they're doing, though. If I had a photographic memory or took a picture, I would know the remaining 10, 11 cards, but like I said, it doesn't really matter because they have to draw cards to make tokens, and then they lose that way regardless. They block one of these thieves, they get hit, they mill 3, they go to 3 cards, they draw for the turn, then they can't make any more tokens. We're at 16, and they're dead. Wow, that was awesome. Kefnet, definitely MVP there. Ooh, what does this do? Choose up to 4 cards in your graveyard if you control a Bolus Planeswalker. They go to your hand. Otherwise, you only get 2 of them, and this gets exiled. It exiles so they can't like loop 2 of them together. That's funny. Cool. That was nice. I like that. So we beat the bad guy. At least so far for me today has been Nexus of Fate, which is nice. I had that 1 mana remove 5 counters from things, like 1 mana kill a planeswalker or whatever, but I wasn't liking it that much. D-Spark, I might as well just craft it. I mean, it's an uncommon. D-Spark is, whoops, nice. I like this card a lot, but I don't think anything in Standard makes this that good. Like, it's not going to replace Vraska's Contempt. I thought it would, but most Planeswalkers probably cost 3 or less anyways in Standard, at least so far they have. Except Teferi, but if you're up against a Teferi deck, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, well apparently I have one now. Against Teferi, you just have other things to do. Unmoored Ego seems necessary again because Nexus of Fate has spiked in play, at least today for me. Haven't really got to use this card, Finale of Eternity, but really just Kefnet. Kefnet's really good. I really liked it there. It kind of just, it didn't even have lifelink, and I was handling mono red, mono blue pretty well. Oh, right, the mini Teferi. I do like that Teferi. I think it's good against, well, it's pretty good against Nexus of Fate because they can't use the Wilderness Reclamation mana on their end step for anything other than Escanta, which is really nice. It kind of competes with your 3 mana thing of Unmoored Ego, but there's no reason you can't have both. I don't know what I would take out to make. Well, actually, I did have Kaya's Wrath in that game where I didn't really need them, so this could just be that instead in that matchup, but I'd have to adjust around the side. There's a spot for this. I think this is a good card. It's good in the mirror as well. So yeah, I like that card a lot. I know I started talking about random cards, my bad, but anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Didn't lose a single game, and I really think it was mainly because games where we would have lost, Kefnet saved us, especially against red decks. So I'll see you guys next time, probably with hopefully more new cards. And peace. Like and subscribe if you're new.